Welcome back, everyone. We are Friendly Feud. I'm your host, Edwin.
I'm your host, Jalen.
Welcome back to the podcast.
This is your host, George.
The Friendly Feud podcast.
It's George, you guys, who's talking right
If you
now.
don't,
George. Hi, George.
If this is your first
Hi,
time
George.
listening, this is a Friendly Feud podcast. Couple friends hanging out, shooting the shit. Every week we have a certain theme that we base off of, and this week is
The
Supernatural.
Supernatural.
Edwin. Same time.
I know.
3, 2, 1.
Supernatural.
There we
Edwin, you were thinking of like, what is
I-
it? What is it?
I know, I'm like,
I
wait,
didn't think about it really fast. I was like, wait a minute.
So every week we try to base our topics, our themes, games off of our games and topics
and discussions off of our theme. Yeah.
So this week's Supernatural. Before we get into that weekly roundup, you
Yes.
got something.
Our boy Anthony Fauci, did you hear, came out saying that he doesn't completely agree that the COVID-19 came out naturally. He believes that there may have been
Liberals, where you at now?
No,
He
no
believes that
back.
there may have been like a leak in the lab or some sort, especially now that we know 3 of the scientists at the laboratory were hospitalized with the same symptoms as COVID-19 sometime early in November 2019. Which, damn, dog, we were out in Europe for
Wait,
this
November.
Nah, I get
November?
Yeah.
In November of
That's when
2019.
I thought it started before, like October, September.
If it's
I
sooner,
could have swore
then-
COVID was before that. It was like October.
Yeah, you're kind of right. It was around that time, but I think it was closer to like.
Because our friend Eddie was saying that he had it back in 2019 December. I was like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "No, bro. Like I lost my sense of smell,
Right, but in December.
taste."
But I'm from what I read, the scientists that from the report that came out, it stated that they went early in November before there was much information about
saw that
COVID,
report
and it
too.
was like they were hospitalized and had all the symptoms. So
I don't have my tinfoil hat right now, but
You did call in the beginning, huh?
you did,
I
yeah, because you're over here talking about a bat soup and shit.
Because I can see both sides. Like I could see why it started from fucking eating a bat and just mutated. I could also see it where like someone got a regular like virus flu and just
Dude, what if it's just a vial
Engineered it.
fucking spilled, right? And it just kind of got into the air and it just
That's some,
infected
that's a
like,
little
everyone.
too, yeah, I was
That's
gonna
some
say, that's a
sci-fi
little too
shit.
Spider-Man for me.
Really? So what? So
Some
was
dude
it-
turned into like a zombie.
was
he
it
turned into
targeted?
the bat.
Yo,
I don't know. I don't know, man. I just think
I
it's
can
funny
see it,
because
though.
now we have Biden saying that they're going to double down the efforts to figure out what the actual origins is for COVID-19, and he's asking the entire U.S. intelligence community to do it. So, I think we're in
You
for
know,
an
China
interesting
ain't
know.
let
ride.
nobody in their
I don't know.
country.
Because what's crazy is that we have to come to the fact. What is it?
Come to terms.
Come to terms that every government has spies from other countries. I know
Right.
knows about. Like, there was that one girl that was who was a spy for Russia.
For Russia, yeah. What
Who was
her
like
name?
in our shit
I
for
remember
fucking
that.
5 years. So we had people over there in China, whatever. But like,
But like the facility that they think it came from is like a place where they do make like bioweapons
Yeah.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
how do you get into there? Like, I feel like that's like
That's what I'm saying. And even you could just know about it. Doesn't mean you necessarily get in there. The
Mhm.
thing is, you don't necessarily know what was going on there.
Yeah.
Woo!
It's
how
crazy.
big is the sample of
Conspiracy.
people that know about this? Like, for example, it couldn't be
Me
It could,
and Edwin.
it can't be just one guy
Nah.
who did himself. But
Yeah,
there has
man.
been a group of people.
I'm assuming. Well, I would say at least maybe about 5 people, right? Because you have like the head
Yeah.
scientists.
Oh, no, it has to be the president. The
project.
president first.
Mhm.
Actually, fuck that guy. Winnie the
I
Pooh, the
knew.
president. The president. Then
We're
has
never going to China.
Nope.
Invite us.
You know what's funny? You can't either.
Yeah, because I'm black.
Yeah. They talk about like anytime there's like a black guy, they always think that he plays with the Lakers or he's a
That's why
basketball
I
player.
would go.
Everyone thinks
I would
that.
play into that so hard.
Some guy was saying that he went to China. He got off the plane and he was like fucking scattered by people. We're like, oh my god, can we take a photo
Kobe
with
So
you?
Bryant.
fucking racist, man. That's literally all they're associating
But
them
you
with.
gotta realize people love American culture. Like people can shit on America all they want, but everyone fucking loves American culture. Like the one thing I always think back to is Rush Hour 2, the taxi driver.
Go
All
ahead.
yeah,
the
he was
Laker,
like,
all the
yeah,
Laker
yeah.
gear and shit. But that's how it is everywhere else. Anyways, we're getting off track. So this
Guess-
week's theme.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead.
yeah, no.
I was gonna end it with what do we fucking believe anymore? Because
I think that's gonna be the future.
For the longest, they're like, nah, no way, this shit was made from like the lab or some shit. Now,
I don't want to get into like conspiracies, but I really think that's gonna be the future of it's not gonna be it's not gonna be chemical warfare or biological. It's gonna be warfare of like what's real and what's not.
If you can control people's minds at this point,
Yeah.
like it's been so proven by so many governments at this
Dang.
point that
Yeah.
well,
make each other hate each other.
damn, that's even a worse post 1984
Look
world.
at
shit.
Telemundo. All right.
let's move
All right. So we don't have a theme for this or a song for.
We'll come up with it.
Yeah. All right. So
I
today we're
have
doing a
some
new
ideas.
game. It's a bracket style. In
We haven't
honor
done a
of-
game for a while now, right?
What we doing last week?
Did we?
We did
Yeah.
we did the draft.
Oh, that's right.
So this is a kind of an honor of the NBA season. We're doing a bracket style. We're gonna kind of go off of it, and the theme was supernatural, and I thought I don't want to do like villains or ghosts. One, I couldn't think of enough, but two, I was like, nah. But I was like, okay, people die, you know, they turn into ghosts. So I was like, okay, fine. So what we're gonna do is bracket style, and I have 16 different people dying or scenes, and we're gonna vote on. Do we want to go off of most emotional, our favorite, our one that hurt the most, or saddest?
How about like the one that made you feel the most? Whatever
made
emotion.
You feel the most. Okay.
Whatever emotion it is, felt the most.
So whatever made you feel the most. Okay.
Gotcha.
So I went ahead and randomized
we're gonna
it.
Find out what if we're robots or not, Doug.
So I randomized this.
Didn't give a shit about that.
I know.
I gotta say it, for a few of these, when I was like coming up with the list, I YouTube like the scene. I was like tearing up in the car on the way home, bro. Woo, man. All right. So like I said, I randomized this. I think I did a really good fucking job.
All right. I'm excited.
First battle. I Am Legend, Will Smith, and Coco. When he's singing to his grandma.
Ooh.
He's like, Papa.
That one, yes.
Yeah, Coco.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
No, see, I'm going I Am Legend.
I know.
Because think about this. My dude he only had the dog for like 5 years. And then imagine.
This is when Will Smith died. Sorry.
Oh, and Will Smith died.
When Will Smith died, yeah.
Oh, take that back. Coco.
Yeah.
Will Smith could have lived, bro.
Have you guys seen the alternate ending?
He decided. Wait, what?
Ooh, I think
It blew up on TikTok the other day. There's an alternate. So they made 2 endings. You know how like when you go to the movies and there's always like that one fucking weird dude. Right. Hey, you want to see a movie, whatever, and you like give him a review. So they'll show you 2 different endings, and everyone has to vote on it, and they'll put out the favorite one to the actual public. So there's 2. The one that we know, the one they put out was where he had the grenade
and he kills himself.
Right? The other one was, remember how he had that one girl who was dying? Mm-hmm. He found the solution. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah. I was like, did he involve the kid? No. Strapped the grenade to
her. A small package.
So there was one of the zombie people. I forgot
Yeah.
She was a girl, and he had her strapped down. He was doing testing on her.
It was like the wife of like the main.
Yes, the main one. So in the alternate ending, he walks out of the room. Remember how there's the other girl and the little kid? Mm-hmm. He's like, just stay here. So he's like walking really close, and he's like trying to be like, don't fucking touch me. And all the zombies are in his face, whatever. And he goes with the needle to the zombie girl, and she starts healing up and turning like healthy again. Mm-hmm. And the zombie dude like almost like all right, I'll let you live, kind of thing. That was alternate ending.
That's not the alternate ending. That's the book ending. That's the real. That's how it's supposed to end.
I never read the book,
so that's why I just remember somebody read the book like back when it came out, and they were telling me it's like, yeah, it's not like. Once again, he was supposed to live, and that's what was supposed to happen. He was supposed to give the cure, and they were supposed to recognize, like, oh shit, because that one zombie was like, or whatever the.
He was like the leader.
Yeah, he was the leader, but he was like kind of conscious. Like he could tell. That's how he was able to trap him and stuff like that, and that he would see like, this is my wife, and you got her better, and it kind of like went over. So that's funny that that's like the alternate ending that they didn't fucking show.
That's so like, who the fuck like saw that movie and voted to get him to kill
Everyone
himself?
in the comments was saying, we're like, what the fuck? That was the better ending.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, they
tested it.
You know? So I don't know.
Idiot.
I don't know. I feel like their sample size is just
put the grenade through the little crack in the fucking thing and it got in.
So
Coco for me personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit.
The dog dying would have been a sadder scene.
Yeah. Well,
he has to choke it with his own hands. Just see him shaking and crying, singing Bob Marley.
That's
Don't worry. As you're killing your dog. Oh shit.
Oh my! I wouldn't be able to kill Percy, dog.
All right, here we go. It's just lag as fuck. All right, here we go. Next one. We have when the old lady dies from Up. And
goddamn.
Dad, wake up. Dad, wake up. Lion King. Lion King.
For me, it's Up.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. What are you thinking?
One of a quick story. The first time I saw Up, I was literally smashing this chick, and like, bro, we had to like stop in the first 10 minutes just to be like, I was like, damn, this is sad.
Imagine be like, hey, you wanna?
This is a depressing.
Let's cool off a minute.
It's a depressing ass story.
It's the music for me in that scene that particularly really
like,
brings me down.
Yeah.
Teardrops.
Shit, bro.
It was like
Fuck.
a Netflix and chill situation that went to chill really fast, but
Even the fucking
it
music.
was sad though.
The music, dude. It's like, ugh.
Music always gets.
But also
me.
Lion King, bro. When his dad dies.
I don't know what it is about Lion King, but I just never felt
Brother.
too much about Lion King. You know?
No?
Nah.
Man, I've seen that so many times.
It's because Edwin's pro Scar. That's why.
All right.
You be the dude pushing somebody. No, I'm the king, bitch. And, that's work. And take your wife.
Only because I grew up with it, I'm going to go with Lion King.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Up.
Up?
Yeah.
I'm moving on? Okay. So next round's going to be Coco and Up. Let me write that down. Okay. Hold on. All right, here we go. Next one.
All right, let's go. Next brack.
I haven't seen Game of Thrones, but I'm caught up and I watch like all the scenes when I'm like bored and shit. So I haven't seen all these.
What
So
emotional investment you have.
next one, Hold the Door.
Hold
the door. Hold the Yeah, that one.
Yo, I think I texted you when I fucking realized that shit. I was like, what?
Okay, that one. Or The Green Mile when he dies at the end.
Ooh.
That's my fucking. That's what I was thinking about. Every time I cry, I watch that scene where he's like, "I'm scared of the dark" because he didn't want to put the thing over his head,
God,
bro.
why'd you have to bring
I'm
out
telling you,
quotes?
I think with Green Mile, because I was so young and it was
Dude.
part of like that childhood, I think I'm gonna go with the Green Mile.
You know, it's based on a true story.
What?
Yeah, he really sucked the demon out of a guy.
It's literally based on a true
Oh
story.
yeah, no bullshit, no
So
way.
the point is, so the actual story, it was a little black kid that was supposed to supposedly have killed like these two white girls, and that's why they use like Michael Clark Duncan. It's kind of to show like what society kind of like perceived that kid as, like this giant group, like brute of a man,
Yeah.
kind
The
of,
fucking
and they wanted to
sweetheart.
like kill him, and that's why he's a sweetheart because he was actually a kid and he didn't do it. And
It
so
was
that-
other guy, fucking
that,
scumbag.
that was like the point of it, where they were kind of showing just there's like you think because you see this big scary dude kind of
Yeah.
thing, but he's a heart of a fucking giant. Like he's
Yeah, the one thing I wish that I get, they try to bring a religious aspect. That's the one thing I didn't like, where it was like when
he
they
brings
brought.
it back.
Yeah, that's
The
a little
rat,
bit like
yeah.
okay,
A little cheesy?
Yeah,
The mouth.
yeah, the mouth thing, and he,
But I
he
didn't
cures
like
his
that.
balls, and it's like that's the only part that kind of like ruined it. But besides the point, at the very end, I swear I teardrop every time.
I feel that.
All right,
Green Mile?
So, Green Mile.
Green Mile, yeah,
Yeah,
fuck,
unanimous.
thank God. All right, Green Mile. All right, next one. Uncle Ben dying in Spider-Man,
Okay, ooh, that one's a rough one for Edwin.
That was a rough one for me.
or when Darth Vader dies, when he becomes a good guy and he saves his son. in
You
the
know
sixth
what?
movie.
Like that reveal is way better, right? Like
When Darth Vader?
when Darth Vader comes up, because I actually
But
I'm
Uncle
gonna go
Ben
with that
did.
because I
Uncle
felt so
Ben
much
did
on
no
that shit.
wrong. He did it, and Peter Parker could have saved his ass.
He could have.
Yeah,
he could
but
have.
like Spider-Man wouldn't be Spider-Man.
That's
Yeah,
good.
he wanted to be a fuck.
A sacrifice is a sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Hey, listen, he wouldn't be that responsible had it not been for his uncle's death.
Vader was like all like laying down in the corner, looking like a crispy fucking like.
Until he finally saw his son is what provided that strength to be able to topple
Yeah,
him.
and then he like, "Argh."
Also, it didn't look cheesy as fuck though.
like the 70s.
Yeah, huh? That's a good point. All right,
I'm still going Vader.
Yeah, I'll go with Vader. Yeah, that shit was touching as fuck.
all right.
Not that. I hate you,
Yeah,
bro. You had the high ground.
you were my brother. All right. Next one.
Always wins.
When Littlefoot's mom dies in The Land Before Time,
Oh shit.
or fuck, this is gonna
That's
hurt.
a throwback for
This
sure,
isn't gonna
dude.
hurt.
It also.
Or when Iron Man died in Avengers.
Oh, Iron Man for sure. 100%.
Dude, this is tough. I'm not going front. This is tough. Because
Dude, Littlefoot. Oh god.
Iron Man was cool, but with the fact that his mom says, even though you don't see me, I'll be there with you. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, dude. He's like, what do you mean I'm not going to see you? It's
They're-
like, dude.
They're also cartoon dinosaurs, and one's douchebag like Robert Downey Jr.
Wait, what?
He said Iron Man. Or
Oh,
Iron
sorry.
Giant.
No, Iron Man. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you meant Robert Downey Jr. was in.
I wish.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
That would have been coked out, Robert Downey
But also,
Jr.
Yeah, it
Iron
would've
Man's
been.
so good. Like, I mean, I
For
don't
me,
know.
it has to be Iron Man because his whole story came full circle, right?
It
Like
did, huh?
he literally died doing the one thing he wanted to do, which was put protect
Like,
the
he
world.
wants to
Like
fuck bitches and get money. That's all he cares about. I feel you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm going Littlefoot.
you're going Littlefoot.
you're Iron Man, huh?
I'm going Iron
I
Man.
gotta break the tie.
You're the tiebreaker.
Fuck,
dog.
man.
Bro.
Either one's a good
Fuck,
option.
you know what? Iron Man. Fuck it. Let's go Iron Man. Let's go
Iron Man?
Let's go Iron Man.
Come on, dog. Like
He was an orphan.
All right, this one, you motherfuckers. Oh, this is actually pretty good too. All right, next bracket. Caretaker when he dies in Longest Yard.
Half a star.
Huh? Have a star?
star.
You're by the maniacal the box of kittens. So Caretaker,
Oh
which
my
is
God.
Chris
Rock?
Chris Rock,
Yeah.
or
Longest
Jane
Yard.
from Breaking Bad when she's dying in her own throw up.
Ooh.
Oh God.
I'm gonna bring up something because we just said like the emotion.
Yeah.
My emotion was pissed off at like
Fucking
Caretakers.
Walters.
Well, actually, both of them.
Well, yeah, I guess,
yes,
but like,
Yeah.
like so it wasn't like as much sad for like Jane because like she was
Yeah.
she was a,
She was a druggie.
Yeah,
But she was a good person though, wasn't she?
Well,
Yeah.
she was.
but like yeah.
The fuck,
Fuck, man, that's
hearing her
fucked.
throw up. I mean, hearing her
Yeah,
die on her
yeah,
own
yeah,
throw
yeah.
up is
Yeah.
like.
But I was like
man.
mad because like you could like
Well,
Walter.
Walt could have saved her. Like she should have been saved. Like she shouldn't have that.
All you have to do is just like put her to the side.
Mhm.
I was debating between that one and the one where they killed the little kid.
Oh, which one? The
Anyway,
Oh,
oh shit! Hold on. In
Jesse-
Breaking Bad,
Jesse-
right?
Huh?
Breaking
Breaking
Bad?
Bad. Yeah, the little kid. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Anyway, so Jane from Breaking Bad when she dies on her own throw up, or Caretaker. What's the scumbag that fucking killed him with the grenade? No, the radio.
He was like
Who was he?
He was a snitch. I forgot his
he
name
was
though.
a
Yeah.
snitch. Fuck, I can't think.
I forgot his fucking name.
Like Stone Cold Steve Austin put him up to it.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, Stone Cold did do it. Yeah.
No, damn, this man.
Forgot about that. It's down Stone Cold. Fuck.
I'm gonna
I
go with
think
Caretaker. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with Caretaker. It's Chris Rock.
It's Chris. Yeah. It's not the same after he's gone. Yeah.
The fact that what makes it so good is like he does it out of respect. He hosts the fucking radio. Turn this cracker music off. All right, last two brackets. Friday Night Lights when Ricky gets shot.
Okay.
Ricky,
Mm-hmm.
or I Am Legend but with the dog.
Oh, I
Yeah,
imagine with
dog.
the dog.
Yeah,
Dog.
easy.
100%.
Yeah,
Okay,
easy,
all right.
yeah.
Bro, choking your own dog. Your
Yeah.
only companion.
Your only companion, and can't even speak to you.
Okay, last one. The Iron Giant,
I knew you were gonna bring up the Iron Giant.
Superman, or Dumbledore when he dies in Harry Potter.
Dumbledore for me, but that's because that shit hit hard in the books, man.
See, I never heard Harry Potter that much. So I'm kind of leaning towards Iron Giant.
Damn.
Yeah, Iron Giant.
Iron Giant.
The Iron Giant. Well, now I'm going Dumbledore because that shit was
Did
terrible.
you watch it in theaters?
Well, I watched it in theaters, but reading the book, I was fucking. I hated
Wait, the
Snape.
book is. Wait, hold on. That's the one thing I never understood. Not understood, but I've never read a book that had a sad scene that'll make me cry.
Dog, no, I mean, I was just pissed
Yeah, like,
when
dude.
Snape comes up to the fucking tower and he kills the Dumbledore, and Dumbledore is just like, "Please, Snape." And you,
But they
Spoiler
planned that,
alert.
no? Am
it
I
was
wrong?
yeah. So that's the reveal later, but in that
Yeah.
moment, dog, I don't know. Dumbledore dead, bro. Okay, I don't know.
Iron
Do you want to
Giant?
live in a world
Iron
without
Giant?
He
Bro?
was like the nicest with the little kid.
You stay here. Don't follow me.
Dumbledore, the greatest wizard alive? He had all
Harry was.
fucking what is it? All Deathly Hollows.
Hermione was. Emma Watson. Holla at me.
Yo, she had to come up in like that fourth film.
All right, here we go. Second round. This will be a little faster,
I mean,
okay?
when she was of age. Yeah, so whenever she was of age, that's when she had to come out.
Yeah, huh? All right.
Okay.
Second round, speed this up. Coco and Up. Which one are you going with?
I'm gonna go with Up on that one.
I'm going with up.
Oh, really? I'm
I'm
going with
going Up.
Coco.
Really?
Because your grandma. Huh?
Everyone fucking cry. Excuse me.
Yeah,
No, like, 'cause of the
Abuelita.
But didn't
cultural
everyone
reference and
cry
all that.
in Coco? Like, I remember specifically watching that movie. I'm literally like, don't you fucking cry. Don't. And then I hear everyone in the theater crying.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but up left me depressed.
Yeah.
For a few.
Yeah.
And every time
unplug
I-
your thing, by the way. You want to take it off?
Yeah.
And every time I hear that sound and that music, I think of that scene. I think of how sad Mr. Fredrickson was after his wife
Mr.
died.
Fredericks. So you're both gonna go up.
Yeah.
Damn, okay.
Sorry.
All right, up, and then next one, the Green Mile or Vader. Easy, right?
Green Mile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vader was also a dick in most of the movies.
He's a crying bitch. Yeah.
All right, Iron Man versus Caretaker.
Caretaker.
For me, it's Iron Man still.
Shit, I knew this was gonna happen. I didn't want to break the tie. I knew this was gonna happen.
State your case.
Yeah, state your case. Yeah. Help me out. I'm literally 50-50. I don't know where to go.
So because of the movie like Longest Yard, of all the like hard people and like you guys they're in jail. You got Nelly, fucking no. What's the one dude? Fuck, what's his name?
Oh, what's Terry
Michael
Crews?
Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin, yeah.
Fucking like Elbow and like Adam Sandler. Everybody's like at each other's throats. Caretaker's the one constant comedic relief, and everybody like loves him. He's a one
Loki,
star.
if it would have been the other guy, it would have been even sadder. Where he's like, he did my nose. The big dude. That would have been a little sadder in my opinion. But you know what the worst part is? Because like
And it was like right for the game. Like you're
I
like
know,
building
huh?
up for it. It's like they needed a caretaker kind of thing,
Fuck.
and then they just are like, imagine this: you have to kill somebody to like stop like a team or somebody from like winning, and you don't kill anybody on the team. You kill like the cheerleader. That's fucked up. That's
Edwin, he made a really good case.
That's a pretty good point. But my case will be Iron Man, right? After the events of the Avengers, he realizes the threat and all this shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his whole purpose really is, I want to protect the world and protect everyone and make sure we're all good. And he spends like the next couple of years for the rest of his life, essentially, because he dies at the end, right? Basically worried.
I'm going caretaker.
I was gonna.
He died for the world, dog.
Can I get a quick rebuttal?
Yeah.
The entire Avengers, like if we're going from the movies, started because Iron Man fucking his weapons
Low-key
went to the
He
wrong
corrected the
people.
mistake. He corrected the mistake.
Wait, am I wrong? We're off track. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I think I'd go with caretaker.
Caretaker.
But with add on to Iron Man though.
I don't know. I just thought it was pretty touching that his story didn't end in full circle where
But
his
he
whole.
didn't cause everything.
But that was
what-
because it was one of those
Would
like
Thor
he was trying
showed
to
up?
prevent it,
Would
right?
Thor have showed up if Iron Man never existed? I don't know the timeline well enough.
No, yeah, he would have because
Yeah.
I mean, Thor had nothing. Thor's
He had nothing
existence
to
has
do.
nothing to do with Iron Man. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
They would have had to bring him in. They need to make some money.
Yeah, well, he's an Avenger, dog.
How do they have started 23
His hammer was
movies?
already here.
Where are we going with?
Caretaker.
Caretaker.
Yeah.
Caretaker. Okay. Caretaker
I don't know.
and
Spider-Man fucking.
Half a star, bro. He's a half a star. Got 5-star felons.
I Am Legend or Iron Giant.
For the dog scene,
I'm
Yeah.
Legend.
I Am Legend.
The emotion of having to murder your own dog will always.
Dude, you love this animal. Think
Huh?
about it. You
Really?
love this animal.
Oh,
No,
you're
I think you're right. Because I remember the Iron Giant was like probably the first movie that ever made me cry. When I was a
Yeah,
kid.
yeah,
exactly.
definitely.
When I think back.
I think of nostalgia factor for the Iron Giant too. So
Fuck. It was funny though, like when you look at it, what is it? I Am Legend isn't that great of a movie. It's not the great, but
No.
those like that dog scene and then him dying is like so fucking iconic for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it.
Well, think about it. Because we have a connection, or like we have a special connection to dogs. We tend to like be very, they are man's best friend, right?
when he pulls up the gum and you see like the little veins going through, and you're just like, oh, that's it, bro. That's it.
You done?
All right, fuck it. All right, okay, there you go. Last two. We'll finish it up. Up and Green Mile. Those one's gonna be tough.
Wow.
I still go Green Mile.
I was gonna go Green Mile. Yeah.
Fuck, yeah.
Yeah, we're
That
gonna
was a
Ups out.
hard one.
yeah,
Ups
we're
out.
gonna knock out up. Yeah,
That's
that's pretty
tough.
fucked.
All right, and then this one's pretty easy too. Green Mile. I mean, I Am Legend or Caretaker.
Caretaker.
Really? I was gonna say I'm Legend.
Yeah, I think I Am Legend.
I'm gonna go Caretaker
I
because we already kept the dog on the other one.
All right. Last one. Finals.
All right, it's final
Green
four.
Mile versus I Am Legend.
Green
big
Mile.
black
That's
dude
the last one.
dying
This is
or
the finals. This is it.
dog
Is it?
dying.
This is it. Last one.
Green Mile.
Yeah, I think we're Green Mile too.
Fuck, I'm going I Am Legend.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You have to go Green Mile. I don't know, man. I think I've always had a soft spot for like innocent being punished. That makes sense? I don't know.
Innocence being punished.
Yeah,
Or
like
You mean
Like not knowing
You mean like
any
a
better?
dog dying? Most innocent
That's the
creature.
point too, huh?
Little German Shepherd. I still want a German Shepherd.
he
because
was
of
just
that.
helping and protecting
Yeah,
him, right?
low-key.
Wasn't he just protecting him? That's how he got like
Oh,
like bit
and
or
things
some
from
shit?
the origins, bro. Like when Sam, that's the dog's name, was like a little puppy. His daughter fucking gave him the. Oh my! Come on! Can I bring this
Oh.
up? Can I bring this up?
Yeah,
His
yeah.
daughter. That was the last thing his daughter handed to him before she went up on the helicopter and blew up. So that was like literally his last bit of family.
They blew
was
up?
His dog. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, it does get. Wait, does it or does it go down? I don't know.
It wrecks. Either way,
Either way,
they
she
like
dies, yeah.
he sees them die, and the daughter was taking the dog with him, and he was like, "No, keep daddy safe."
I think it's going Green Mile though, dude. I don't know.
I don't know.
Edwin, I need you on this.
I don't
one.
know.
The
need
fact
you
that
on
he
this.
couldn't kill the rat, the fact that he was scared of the dark.
And the fact that he healed somebody's balls.
Hey, bro.
Just ball touching. Is that the thing that gets
Yeah,
to you?
I think that's yeah, low key.
Good man.
I forgot about the daughter shit.
That's a good
I think
point.
that I'm gonna have to take the cake.
You're
or
a
you're
fucking
gonna
scumbag.
go with fucking the
I Am
dog.
Legend, the dog's
I am
the
the
winner.
dog's
Dude,
the
that's
winner.
so sad.
Yo, because if you know what, if that's the only connection he had to it, like I was thinking family just along like separate, not thinking of his like children or whatever. But if it's literally the only connection he had to his daughter and the last image you have is them being giving it to him and being blown up.
Do I have
and
to
it's
remind
dead.
you when this man was fucking screaming in agony when he found the little girl dead? Fucking agony, and he was punished for it.
Edwin's like, fuck them kids.
Hey, we left him on the boat that one time, right?
Fuck, man. All right, so I Am Legend's the dog winner.
Every time. Every time.
All right,
Bring your
well,
mama though.
who did you guys think was gonna win in the beginning? I thought Green Mile or Coco was gonna win from the beginning.
I thought Up was actually gonna.
Yeah,
win.
I thought Up was gonna be the contender. Yeah,
Damn.
I thought Up was a pretty those
that
first
one-
10 minutes are deep.
anyone you
Wait, I
speak
missed
to, those
one.
10 minutes, they feel.
Oh fuck! I was missing one. I was like, I remember I had 2 Game of Thrones, but I guess I must have overridden it.
Uh-huh.
I had when Ned Stark dies.
Oh,
Was that-
that
was
was
that a
pretty
one?
fucked.
Nah, I wouldn't have been sad. Also, I wouldn't have been sad understanding Ned getting his head cut off starts off like the craziest like spiral effect, snowballing effect.
They're
of
making a
just,
new
like-
Game of Thrones, right?
I think they're making
With Jon
2 more.
Snow.
Is it? I thought it was just.
They're doing the old Targaryen story, and then I think they're doing Jon
Jon
Snow.
Snow.
Oh, that's
story.
dope.
Or
That's gonna be
yeah,
cool.
whatever. Jon Snow. Yeah, Jon Snow.
The
Right?
Mad King. And
The Mad King. Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks because I want to get into Game of Thrones, but knowing how shitty the ending is,
I was gonna say that's what you should have done. You should have said for one of your brackets the last season of Game of Thrones.
oh, yeah? is it the whole
Especially
season
said-
that's bad, or is it just the last couple?
Bro,
episodes?
like you see the first, the whole season was just not good. Like, and you really wanted it.
It's rushed.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where if they had done 2 seasons of it, it would have been completely fine.
Or
It's just like certain things that they've been building up from like the beginning of the fucking.
they rushed it.
It's like 1 episode.
Like, I remember when
and
that-
then it's
when
like
they
it's sold. It's like what, bro?
Spoiler alert: when the Ice King dies,
Mhm.
even me, I remember everyone was talking about it. Like I know what kind of was going on, and when I saw him die, I was like, "Oh, that's it."
That's what I was saying.
That's-
So like from that, it's
Yeah.
like the Ice King.
That's
and
from
like
like
the-
day one.
And they chose that one scumbag to be the fucking king. What's his name?
Don't get too
What the
far,
fuck's
bro.
his name?
Don't get too
Shit.
far. I'll start fighting people.
What's his name? Bram? No, Bram.
Bran.
Bran.
Branson? No.
Bran.
Bran.
It's just Bran.
Fuck
Right
that
after
The most deserving or the greatest
No,
story?
I was gonna say I was literally about to say the most disrespectful thing in fucking TV history was after Tyrion says, "And the one with the most exciting story," and they give it to fucking Bran, the one that everybody was like, "Oh, it's Bran's turn for the story. Time to go get chips. Time to go to the bathroom.
Yep.
Time to go refill on drinks."
Yep.
Fuck out of here.
I'll be honest, Brand's storyline, we know when he was getting he was traveling across, I really didn't get the point of it until maybe the end.
The only time I liked Bran was at the end when he started to just be the biggest dick
Oh, yeah.
of all time.
He just didn't give a fuck about anything. He was just watching his visions.
The one scene with that one chick is like, yeah, you just like spent like 5 seasons, protecting me, saving me, feeding me, since I have no legs, and you have to like hold me
And carry
All right,
me.
Now that you like got me to where I need to, all right, peace out.
Welcome back to Nerd Talk.
Sorry.
Shit, no,
Game of
it's all
Thrones,
good.
that's what I'm saying, because it was just emotion.
Yeah, just
If you had put that in the bracket,
Like
it
I
would've-
said, man, I want to watch it
All
so bad,
emotion.
but it's not
honestly,
worth it.
just check it out. It's good. I mean, just go into it knowing the ending does suck, but enjoy everything that comes before it because it's fucking great.
How much is the HBO subscription?
$15 a month.
Fuck that. All right,
You
Hey,
get
other
Curb
good
Your
shows?
Enthusiasm. You got the Snyder Cut.
Chappelle Show.
so
Oh, it's on there?
which one? HBO?
Yeah,
No, Chappelle's on
It's on
Netflix
both.
now.
that's not bad.
Oh, for sure. All right, so we're gonna go with what was it? Shit.
I Am Legend.
No.
Sam dying and
No,
the
that
next-
already we're past that. The conversation.
I'm not past that.
No,
I'm still sad. No. Folklore.
Folklore. There we go.
Folklore.
Yes. So, any? Well,
Okay.
one.
So,
Do you guys believe in
okay.
ghosts?
Well, I believe in ghosts or like spirits
don't.
of that nature.
I don't.
You don't. That's why I want to bring
don't.
this up.
Yeah.
I had
Okay,
a
so
feeling.
I was
you know,
talking to
you
Edwin
know,
about
yeah,
that
you know
earlier.
how there's that like superstition hotels don't have that 13th floor, like it's always haunted.
That's not true, is it?
No,
it is.
swear to
Oh,
God.
yeah. Most buildings do not.
All
have
high
13th
rises,
floor.
all buildings, there is no 13th floor.
To the point, I like when I see a 13th floor
It's
when I go in
kinda-
an elevator.
I don't go on it.
I'm like, oh no, I'm like, oh shit, this one actually has.
Wait. So does it? Okay.
goes
Does it
12,
have?
14.
They just don't label it the 13th floor.
No, it goes 12, 14.
No, that's why. Because it
I
literally.
guess, yeah.
I was gonna say, it literally have to
no,
have a
it's just
13th
like
floor.
floating.
Yeah, like empty space. Okay, but so they just don't put the 13th floor because of
Just
bad
knock it
luck,
down.
right?
Bad luck, it's haunted. There's been apparently like people kill themselves. Like it's just crazy shit that happens on the 13th floor.
How many times? How many guys? You've never been to Vegas, right? You've been a couple times.
Oh, I've been a bunch.
When you were a kid, though.
Yeah.
Not when you're older. How many times have you been to Vegas?
Too many times. My family lives out
Did you ever
there.
start
Dead
thinking like,
hookers.
am I in a room that someone got murdered here?
Oh, 100%. People,
Oh, yeah.
suicide,
Not even
murder.
that, but
That's
or
why.
think about when you know those like how many lines of
hookers.
coke has been done, or like the prostitutes have gone through here.
Hey, that's a Saturday night. I'm talking about Vegas. Someone
Yeah.
dying.
That's just your hotel room.
Motel 6.
So,
That's meth.
why do you believe in ghosts, and why you don't believe in ghosts?
Oh, do I believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
I just cannot fathom the idea that after we always talk about our feelings and who we are, like we're here physically, but you know that feeling of astral projecting or like something higher that comes around you. Let's say you're in
It's like a higher power.
like a higher power, but let's say if we're all together and there's like a fire and you're all like it's very somber like, and you start to feel like other energies and other just company around you. That to me lends me to that lends me to believe that there are some spirits or ghosts that kind of do linger around you, especially if you're in an area that's quiet or that's bringing them in for whatever reason or what energy you're bringing towards the table. And I think there's different ways to manifest them to get them to come out, especially because they're free to roam. And I don't know if they're just trapped souls here on Earth and just didn't go into whatever higher plane there is, or if it's maybe because you want the belief of having to finish doing their purpose, on this planet, and whatever it could be, helping someone or even an ancestor of some kind.
Or just dealing with your shit.
Dealing with your shit because something about the supernatural to me is there's been moments where I'll be talking to people or I'll meet someone and they happen to say the most perfect thing at the exact time I need to hear it. And it doesn't have to be someone I'm familiar with. It's happened to me with strangers.
Oh, so you think that's like a supernatural thing?
Yeah, I believe that's a supernatural thing. 100%.
Okay, real quick. I got to clarify. Is the supernatural mean ghost?
Well, supernatural what does it mean? Like ghosts, spirits, just
demons.
Otherworldly things. Yeah, demons, whatever you consider. Yeah, so it can even be monsters too. You can fucking, call it vampires Leprechauns. If you want. Yeah.
Is that kind of your same feel on it? Like why you believe in ghosts?
What do you think?
Thing?
I'm interested in. Yeah, what do you have?
I want to see what he says first. I'm interested. Cause
you're setting me up.
No, I'm not setting up. No, you're gonna say I go both ways, and I want to see what you say first. Nice.
That's just selfish, George.
Why do you not believe in him?
Oh, that's so funny. I don't. I'll tell you after. Just because it's like everything you just said there.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're talking about like that campfire and you feel like there's like spirits kind of thing.
Yeah, that energy that comes around and encompasses everyone.
I feel like for me, I think that energy that you're kind of feeling is more just inside of you because in our like the way we like live our lives, especially like in today's world, we don't really have so many times of just like somber and peace and to like really be able to just kind of like think to yourself kind of thing where almost like when you're going to like a fire, you're out in nature, it's more of like a meditative stage.
Right.
And I think that what you're kind of more that like energy in a sense, not to go too hippy dippy, is more you're just kind of feeling like yourself. Like most of the time you're too caught up in your thoughts and like almost like I almost would even say like different versions of yourself. You're thinking of like future Edwin, you're thinking of past Edwin, you're thinking of Edwin right now.
Right.
Where when you get into situations like that, you're kind of thinking more of Edwin right now, and that's like it. And because you're so much more focused on just that you start feeling like those energies that you're saying, I think are available to us like 24/7 if we spend the time to like tap into them.
Really? So it's so kind of like is it this you're describing to like what it sounds like to me is like being more present and allowing yourself to kind of not worry about what is happening neither here nor there, but just enjoying and kind of focusing solely on what's in front of you and the person that you're with, and that kind of syncs up everyone's auras or energies of some sort.
It's kind of that. Just
do you believe in energies though?
Energies, but not like once again into like a supernatural kind of sense. It's
like astrological.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think like Mercury is like making us like feel better about ourselves or anything like that. But I think it's just kind of that. It's almost like a herd mentality. Like a herd mentality kind of.
Yeah.
If we're all somewhere, like we're all at a club. And say you're with a group and everybody in that group is standing in the corner, not doing shit, just drinking, just standing there. Most likely you're probably also going to like be in that type of mode where you're just going to be like chilling and like doing whatever. But when people are, having a good time, same thing. Like you guys it naturally feed off each other's like energy, just in the sense of like, since they're happy, it makes you a little bit more happy or a little bit more like outgoing. And I feel like when you're in those situations that you were kind of talking about, you're letting yourself be like a little bit more open, a little bit more
vulnerable. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say vulnerable to just, you know, most times I feel like when we have our like time to ourselves, it's literally to ourselves, and we don't really have people with us when we're just kind of, you know, how many like just looking out at the stars type thing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice, and I feel like you get an energy when you're doing that with like other people.
It's funny you mentioned the stars. Did you guys happen to catch the red blood moon or this lunar eclipse that happened like 2 days
I
ago?
predicted it.
Huh?
I predicted it.
You predicted it?
Yeah. My horoscope told me
Your
Mars
tarot card told you? Here's your little snow globe.
There's a joke
You saw a werewolf come out with the full moon.
All right, so the reason I say that is because I go both ways. I go in the sense of like I have so many stories of ghosts or otherworldly beings, but also I have the thing where it's like, come on, is that really?
There's a skepticism, right?
But also I think there's an energy behind it. Like you said, I think I don't know if it's necessarily a soul, like how we commonly think of like a soul ghost, but I think it's some sort of energy. Like I think when we die, like you said, part of our energy kind of just go. Like I don't know, 'cause there's. Like you said, there's certain energy we walk into. Like there's times we walk into a room.
Oh yeah, you can feel the room, right?
Or every time you ever meet somebody like random, and within 2 seconds you go, I fuck with this guy heavy. Like within 2 seconds, with like, hey bro, what's up? How you doing? And
But
you
I
just
would say
know.
that's chemistry, though.
No, without even knowing that guy. Like you ever had it before? You meet somebody at a party. Within 2 seconds, yo, what's up? I'm George.
But I feel like that's more chemistry.
Yeah, that to me is more chemistry because that's just more like
I'd say like the first time like we ever like hung out, we had that like kind of chemistry. I knew you were gonna say that. Trying to be nice.
I know George is over here like.
All right,
You guys know he jerks me off all the time about.
So
this.
let me say a couple ghost stories. This is why like I go on.
Go ahead.
So I'll go one with family, one actually with church.
Yo, I got two from church.
Yeah. So
That's
one
the
for
other thing.
family. I have a couple. One, of course, all the scary shit happens in Mexico. Actually, no. Actually, okay, I'll bring up this one. I have so many of them. Maybe like 15 years ago, my grandpa passed away in 2003. That next year, my parents were out of town, and my cousin was here to take care of us. Right? She's older than us.
Mm-hmm.
Long story short, parents come back on that Sunday, and my cousin had her boyfriend at the time, right? And parents come back, and they're getting ready to leave, and he looks at the photo. He goes, "I saw him walk around yesterday. Where is he?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Yeah, I saw him walk around last night." And they're like, "He passed away." Like, it's one of those fucking cliche things. He's like, "Wait." And of course, my mom starts crying. Everyone starts crying. He goes, "No, I saw him. I saw him walk around last night." And that's one, right?
Okay.
Another one. This will go back to the whole church thing. How you're saying how like your soul has to kind of work its way off.
Yeah, because I do believe in demons as well, and like demons taking over and like
bad energy and stuff.
Yeah,
so
exorcism type shit. Yeah.
If you go with the Catholic faith, they say that the whole purgatory, right? You have to like work your way off, or work your sins off, right? Again, this is a little iffy, but priest one told me that he was working in Chicago, and what ended up happening was he was in charge of the church at night. I guess his room was above the church, and he's like, one night, I saw the lights were on. He's like, "Man, come on, and he went downstairs to go turn off the lights, and he heard music playing. He was like, "What?" It's like, it's 1 a.m. He heard music playing, and he opens the door and he sees people like in church. He's like, "Wait, like what? Guys,
like church, there's no service right now."
Yeah, it's 1 a.m. He was like, "Everyone, come on!" It was quiet. I heard music, but it was quiet. And he's like, "Remember, I thought it was 1 a.m. I thought people were there just praying." He's like, "Come on, guys, we can't be here.
Right.
It's for safety, for security." He's like, "Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go." And no one was looking at him. He's like, "Let's go. Come on, everybody, let's go, let's go." And then someone looks. He said someone in the front row looked at him. And they went like, for the audience, they covered their mouth like, "Shh, like be quiet."
Like it came to him.
No. So everyone was sitting in church.
Well, I'm assuming, looked at him,
and when someone looked at him,
but at a distance, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Okay. And they went, "Shh."
I hope so, bro.
Like, be quiet. And he was like, "Oh fuck!" And the way he said it was that all these people were, again, this is where it gets a little like
passerby.
They were people who maybe were like never paid attention in church or were always talking in church, and they had to work their way off by being quiet and living. That's probably where I'm like, maybe I could see it, but also
that gives me some kind of chills, man. That's because I
go both ways. I'm like you were getting chills. Also, most of you were. It's like that's bullshit.
Because
that sounds like some
manipulation. Personally, I used to. I don't know if you know this, but you know this. I used to play for my church. I used to play the bass and guitar, And on one occasion, because I've witnessed it twice, but the second time I witnessed it, I was in plane and I was in the back. It was during something we have like a, I don't know how to translate it in English, but we would have like all nighters essentially, where we just
the fucking
just like
vigils.
playing, vigils, just
Yeah.
like vigils, right? And on one of these vigils, the first time it happened, I was playing and this lady was just like yelling and screaming, just like screeches, and all of a sudden, because we were just playing music and it was all holy like and shit, right? And it was,
Oh, you told me this before.
yeah, and it was very holy like, and it was very somber and it was beautiful. Like, you know, that's another reason why I believe in like a higher spirit or spirit in general, because playing in those moments, I've gotten like that like sensation. But all of a sudden, we're playing and it gets tougher to play, like no joke. And she is like screaming and yelling.
Tougher to play, like
just in general, like because we're playing, but we're hearing her yell and
oh,
scream.
Okay. Gotcha.
And all of a sudden, the pastor goes over to her and like puts his hand on her, and she starts shaking. And then more people start coming, and you just have like 10 people trying to pin this lady down and are unable to. And she's just having some weird, just like schizophrenic, like just just like spazzing out for like 15 fucking minutes. And all we really could do, we just had to keep playing. Because the idea was like you had to release the demon that was like inside of her and possessing her, and like that was, you know, it was such a spiritual moment that the devil or the demon wanted to come and like inflict harm and like get us out of this like praising moment. All I know is that it took about 15 minutes to get her to calm down, and it really like it wore us down. Like we were just like playing nonstop, and I don't know. After that, we felt
louder,
very
right?
we had to play louder and harder and louder, and like,
keep praying. It's
and we had to just have more emotion, and you just had to have more faith, and you just felt like this overwhelming feeling of like this, like no, this is not real. Like this can't be happening.
I've been there before. I know what you're talking about.
And it's just, and it gets dark, and it feels heavy, right? And afterwards, I was scared shitless to even like go up to her, right? Because like she was screaming noises that I don't hear from people.
I remember we had a retreat once. This is when I was like, man, I was 21, like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And
damn, that's fucking 7 years ago now.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I've been doing that shit for 10 years. Anyways, so we're doing this thing, and I remember the priest was doing that thing where like he makes people pass out. I was like, okay, this is such bullshit. Like, whatever. Like, everyone's faking it. Anyways, because I was one of the bigger kids, he had me go there, and I need somebody to hold you up. And so he had some girl hold the kids' heads, and I would hold them back so when they would fall, I'd catch them. So we're there, whatever. I'm like, okay, this is a little weird. And he's like, close your eyes, and then he's praying. And I didn't notice it until like maybe like 2 seconds before he said it. My body's kind of twitching, right? Mm-hmm. And then like I remember I opened my eyes, and like the girl next to me, the whole night, she's like, and not like crazy. It was a very, very subtle twitch. Mm-hmm. And he goes, you notice how all you guys are twitching at the exact same moment? And I was like, what? Wait. And he goes, and according to him, he's like, that's like the Holy Spirit moving within all you guys, right?
Oh, that's crazy.
And to me, it's like, okay, it's such bullshit. But also, I was like, how the fuck was it? And it was true. The three of us, like, I had my eyes closed. Everyone had their eyes closed. Mm-hmm. And it was like a subtle.
That's crazy.
It's wild, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways,
it's like moments like that, right? And experiences like that.
Oh no, you're good.
Yeah, you sure?
No, did you guys tell your story? Yeah.
No,
yeah.
What's the time right now?
We're at 43. Well, 44.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Play devil's advocate. I would argue,
no pun intended,
in both situations, I feel like that's more of like a deliberate kind of like thing to do to make you guys believe more.
But maybe I could see that.
How is that orchestrated though?
Very easily, two people talking.
You what?
Two people talking? Like you said, like in your situation, you have the lady, right?
Yeah.
What if
like she's over here talking to the pastor and was like, listen, like we need to do a show or some sort, and
in a sense, or
see,
just
that
sounds.
I believe more maybe she was schizophrenic, or also there's that thing.
I would believe
like,
that
people get in their head so much that they start like.
But my thing is because you said they told you to start playing louder.
Well,
no, that's why I was thinking
we naturally started playing louder to get like everyone back into like.
I thought you were instructed to do that.
Well, I mean, I don't know if instructed, but we all kind of you kind of agreed together in unison, like, oh, we looked at each other, and like
I thought like we
had to keep going, like in terms of like
different.
we saw what's happening.
It's more of like schizophrenia.
Oh no, it was more like we saw what's happening, and we're like, oh shit, like let's keep going.
My thought was I thought like she started spazzing out and the guy came up to you guys and were like, play harder and she'll like get better.
No.
That sounds a little fake
no.
I'm
talking, just imagine everyone praying and all of this and then all of a sudden like she falls down and people start coming to her.
But people have like, I don't know, I feel like people like mentally have breakdowns and they have things like that. And churches are a place of like comfort where people kind of go, and you can have like a breakdown and people like comfort you instead of like necessarily like pushing you away. Right. Big part of the reason why I don't believe in ghosts and stuff like that, it's kind of what you guys have been pointing at. the only people I know that have ghost stories and shit like this are religious.
I don't know, man.
Or have some type of
my
belief.
cousin-
Or have some type of belief before.
One of my cousins isn't religious at all, but she has a lot of stories.
Does she believe though in like supernatural stuff before?
She'll
interesting.
again. She'll tell me
Might be worth the conversation, right?
she's not religious at all, really.
Once again, saying like religious or like spiritual, like if you also still just believe in like spirits in
she was here
general.
the other day. Shout out Alex. She had a bunch of stories like that where one day they bought cabinets, used cabinets off of like Goodwill or OfferUp or Craigslist, whatever the fuck, wherever they have the aftermarket. Anyway, bought cabinets, they put them in. That night, she's like, I heard someone fucking screaming, like, what the fuck are you doing? Get up. Like, get up. What are you doing? Get up. And as she hears something screaming, like, you're so stupid. Like, how are you going to you don't know where these cabinets are from. Like, do you know where the kind of thing? Again, this is what she saw me. Her mom runs to the kitchen because the cabinets are
opening and closing, or
they're slamming. Her mom heard them slamming.
That's crazy.
And they went in, and he goes, that's so fucking stupid. Like, you never take from someone else. You don't know what's in
gone,
them,
like,
or what's gone in them, kind of thing.
Yeah, what's happened in that home while that's been.
And she said that she heard the guys like, you need to burn some sage, and then her mom ended up doing it the next day when she told her about it. And then she ever since then stopped.
Crazy, yeah.
Again, it could be the whole.
It could.
Yeah, I know. There's only ways to go about
my
it.
brother, he said he had something happened to him back in his home, or back in the home we used to have in LA. He would sleep in the attic. He said that he had this computer that would every night he would hear a clicking sound on the keyboard, and he's like, I wouldn't touch it, obviously.
Yeah.
And to the point where at some point the computer itself turned on while it was off. Like, no one turned, and he saw that shit turn on, and he was convinced there was someone there fucking with, or some type of spirit there fucking.
Maybe. I have another one where
there's this. Once again, I feel like there's like a lot more, and I also kind of believe there's just like, it's quick if you jump to conclusion, like, kind of thing. So like you see something and then you kind of just like already kind of feel like, it's gonna, in a sense. And it's just like the easiest thing. Once again, that's what I was saying, like, have some type of like view of like a supernatural or some type of like that before, that you already kind of have like a belief that this is like possible. And then from there, for me, I always just hear these like the wildest fucking stories. Wildest stories where I feel like people would be fucking traumatized if these things were like actual, like legit, and how like often they've happened and like how many like different people kind of thing. Like I feel like it would be like traumatizing kind of shit.
I have cousins. Okay, there's something. Right
yeah, I mean,
I got a few more, but you know,
like I have my cousins in Jesse and Monica. They say that in where they live, that they would always, that in their living room at night, they would always see this little green light moving, and her mom would see it. They would always see it, and she's like, "You feel like something was there, like you know how like if you're like watching TV and someone's walking up behind you very quiet, you can almost feel like someone's there."
Or when you know how if you're across the room, you're not paying attention, but all of a sudden someone's eyes are directly on you, you can feel that.
Oh no!
You never had that?
Maybe I don't know.
Or when someone's looking directly at you and you feel their presence or their eyesight on you. You never had that?
I know which sensation you're talking about, Edwin. It's one thing I don't contribute it like to the fact is like, so you're saying like it's because you're saying like when you turn and they're like looking at you kind of at the same time kind of thing.
No. In terms of like, let's say you were talking to George the entire time, you didn't know I was here. I was across the yard and I was staring right at you. At some point, you would feel that energy of mine right at you.
I feel like you don't feel an energy for the simple sense, and why I'm saying
we'll test out next time.
It's for this. How many times are people staring at you that you've never even noticed, or kind of thing?
I'm not sure.
Like if there was like an energy kind of thing going, like that's what I was thinking. Like, you know, when you like kind of like happen to look and somebody's like looking at you, but how many times were they actually looking at you and you didn't notice either? I think it's kind of almost like that, like Survivor's like kind of dilemma. The thing we were talking about, where because it happens and you see it, you kind of think that's like the norm.
Oh yeah,
but you kind of like if you really look at it, it's like probably the exact opposite. You probably miss it like way more times than you actually see it, to the point where if you had noticed how many times you missed it, you'd probably not think it's like even a thing.
Interesting.
On that note,
wrap it up.
Yeah,
wrap it up.
Fuck.
We're not plugging socials, right?
No.
But we're on socials though.
So I had one more question for you guys.
Okay,
yeah. Do it quick. We're at for like 48.
Yeah, fuck it. Real quick. It's like 2-minute conversation. with all the spirit things that you guys are afraid of, would you guys move into a house that somebody died in?
How big is that house?
That's what I'm saying. Nice house. It's house of your dreams. $100,000 less
House of your
than
dreams?
$100,000
Hold up,
less
natural
than
causes, or what are we talking about? Like
murdered.
Oh no, hell no.
like vengeful spirit possibilities.
There's no way I would live in that bitch.
But wait, didn't you just say that in Vegas? You're pretty sure you've been in a room someone got murdered?
Been like a room.
You see, but that's the
can't
thing.
just, like,
That's you. You know that you don't know if that's for sure or not.
No,
that is like
ABC, like 7. There's like, yo, this dude went crazy.
Like
murdered this person, this person, that person.
Fuck! I thought of another good story. Okay, another time.
Another time, yeah.
Man, would you?
I wouldn't be able to personally.
Yeah,
I think it would
so.
fucking fuck with me too much.
I feel like most people wouldn't. So it would just kind of be like hard to. But
This is you're giving the house or you're buying it?
buying it.
While you still would? Like if you had the option, I'd be like, nah, fuck it. If they're giving it to me for free, I'm like, yeah, I'll take a fucking free house.
Like I said, cheaper than like because once again they have to disclose.
Yeah,
that
they have to
died
disclose
in
it. Yeah.
It's like $50,000 less than like what it really should be valued at. You can save a decent amount of money for not being a little bitch.
Bro.
So you would?
On that note,
Just get a salt shotgun and come at me, bitch.
A salt shotgun?
not even get some garlic, dog.
No, like the little salt, like
Yeah,
those.
that's the thing,
Watch Supernatural a bunch. I know how to deal with them. Put salt on my door, shit.
Well,
I ain't scared of no ghosts. And then later tonight, I'm like,
I got a feeling.
Watch,
like,
shit's gonna happen at some point.
I'm genuinely interested in the future. You have some sort of event where you're like, okay, I don't believe it still, but there was something that I couldn't explain.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it earlier. I'm surprised you said you call that supernatural when you have an interaction with someone that tells you what you need to hear.
Not supernatural. I'll talk about the more energy part.
Oh,
But
okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, say meet somebody, and you're like, oh, it's cool, fucking cool. Anyways, all right, y'all. Peace out. Are we doing the theme for next week now, or are we doing it later?
No. Are you want to come up for it now?
Oh no, I was saying like.
No, we'll come up for it
Well,
later.
actually, we'll have Cecil Alma next week.
Oh yeah.
All right, special guest next week for the next 2 weeks. Cecil Alma. See you guys there. Peace out.
Peace out.
Check out the new TikTok video.